Today, I'll be analyzing the business strategy of People Leasing and Finance PLC, one of Sri Lanka's leading licensed finance companies. My analysis is based primarily on the company's latest annual report for the financial year 25-26, together with established business strategy concepts. People Leasing has evolved from small leasing company established in 1995 into one of Sri Lanka's largest non-bank financial institutions. Today, it operates through over 100 branches, serves hundreds of thousands of customers, and manages assets exceeding 321 billion. The company operates in a highly competitive and heavily regulated financial services industry, where success depends not only on financial performance but also on innovation, customer trust, digital transformation, prudent risk management. The purpose of this whole presentation is to evaluate how People Leasing has formulated and executed its business strategy by examining its vision and mission, strategic direction, competitive positioning, organizational capabilities, leadership, financial performance, and overall strategic execution. People Leasing and Finance PLC was incorporated in 1995 and grown into one country's largest finance companies. It is majority owned by People's Bank while also being listed on the CSE, combining public sector stability with private sector accountability. The company provides a broad portfolio of financial products, including vehicle leasing, personal and business loans, fixed deposits, saving products, Islamic finance, margin trading, and insurance through its subsidiaries. Its nationwide branch network and digital channels enable it to serve individuals, and it also serves the SMEs and corporate customers across Sri Lanka as well. One of the most notable aspects of the company's strategy is its living network theme. Rather than viewing itself simply as a finance company, People Leasing positions itself as a connected ecosystem, linking customers, employees, partners, regulators, and communities. This reflects a stakeholder oriented approach to a long term value creation rather than a narrow focus on short term profitability. The company's vision is legendary financial leadership. Its mission is to become a provider of customer friendly, innovative financial solutions while maintaining a sustainable competitive advantage through service excellence. The organization is also guided by three core values: social accountability, economic viability, and environmental responsibility. From a strategic management perspective, the vision is aspirational because it communicates the organization's long term ambition rather than merely describing its current business. The vision is more operational and clearly emphasizes customer satisfaction, innovation, and sustainable competitiveness. The company's strategic direction revolves around five major priorities. Number one, responsible growth, customer centric innovation, digital transformation, strong governance risk and management, also ESG integration. These priorities demonstrate that People Leasing is pursuing sustainable long term growth rather than aggressive expansion at the expense of financial stability. This balanced strategic direction is particularly important within the financial services industry, where the trust and prudent risk management are essential. A pestle analysis helps to explain the external factors influencing people's leasing. Firstly, if we look at Sri Lanka's political environment directly influences financial institutions through central bank regulations, taxation policies, and lending guidelines. Being majority owned by People's Bank provides credibility but also requires strict compliance with government regulation. Economic recovery after the recent financial crisis has significant improvement in business confidence, falling inflation, stabilizing interest rates, and renewed economic activity have contributed to increased demand for leasing, loans, and deposits. This favorable economic environment partly explains the company's impressive financial growth during 25-26. Next, social, where the consumer behavior is changing rapidly. Customers increasingly expect faster loan approvals, digital service, personalized product, financial accessibility, and People Leasing has responded by investing heavily in digital banking and expanding financial inclusion across Sri Lanka. Going on technological aspects, which has become one of company's strongest strategic priorities. Annual report highlight investment in AI-enabled reporting, digital transaction, mobile service, cybersecurity, process automation. These investments improve customer experience while reducing the operating cost and increasing efficiency. Environmental sustainability has become increasingly important. The company has introduced green finance initiatives and environmental reporting aligned with international sustainability standards. As a licensed finance company, People Leasing operates under strict legal and regulatory framework, including the Finance Business Act, Colombo Stock Exchange listing rules, and central bank regulations. Strong governance and compliance therefore represent both legal necessity and a competitive advantage. So strengths, if you look at People Leasing possess several strategic strengths, which are like, firstly, it's one of the strongest brand within Sri Lanka in the finance company sector. Being majority owned by People Bank enhances customers' confidence and credibility. Secondly, the company operates through the extensive network of 112 branches. Another branch strength is diversified product portfolio rather than relying solely on leasing. The company offers deposits, saving product, loans, Islamic financial, whatever which was said earlier. And moving on, financial strength is another significant advantage during the financial year 2026. The total asset increased to 321.3 billion. Finally, the organization has invested heavily in digital transformation, artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, and sustainability reporting, positioning itself ahead of many competitors in technology capability. Despite these strengths, several weaknesses exist. The company operates in industry heavily dependent on macroeconomic conditions. Changes in inflation, exchange rates, or interest rates can quickly affect lending demands and profitability. Maintaining over 100 branches results in significant operating expenses. And another weakness is the regulatory dependence. As a licensed company, strategic flexibility is contained by central bank regulations. The company has numerous opportunities as well. Sri Lanka's economic recovery creates greater demand for leasing, housing finance, and SME lending. Digital banking presents another opportunity. Increasing smartphone penetration enables the company to expand digital financial services while lowering operating costs. Green financing is also there, and international partnerships and financial inclusion initiatives also provide future growth opportunities. Threats. The company faces several threats where the competition within the market itself is continuing to intensify. Cybersecurity risks also continue to increase. Economic instability. Lastly, the tightening regulatory requirement may increase compliance costs while limiting operational flexibility. Overall, the SWOT analysis suggests that People Leasing possesses sufficient internal strength to capitalize on emerging opportunities while remaining aware of significant external threats. The resource-based view argues the sustainable competitive advantage arises from valuable, rare, inimitable, and well-organized resources. So, brand reputation is that the People Leasing brand is highly valuable because customers associate with the trust and financial stability. It is relatively rare with Sri Lanka's financial company industry due to its long history and strong reputation. Competitors cannot easily replicate decades of customer relationships and brand equity. Human capital with over 3,250 employees, it continues its employee training and extensive management expertise. The company workforce represents another valuable resource. Digital banking platforms and the nationwide branch network remains valuable because many Sri Lankan customers continue to prefer physical interaction for financial services. Michael Porter's five forces model has helped to evaluate industry competitiveness. Excuse me there. So, threat of new entrants, where the financial service industry has high regulatory requirements, significant capital investment, and strict licensing procedures. These barriers reduce the likelihood of new competitors entering the market. Customers have numerous alternatives, including commercial banks, finance companies, and fintech powers. So those are under bargaining power of customers. And under suppliers for financial institutions, suppliers mainly consist of depositors, capital providers, and technology vendors. If you see, the threat of substitutes is very high, and industry level is very very high. It is mainly because Sri Lanka financial services industry is intensely competitive. Major competitors includes commercial banks, licensed financial companies, and emerging digital financial service providers. Consequently, People Leasing competes primarily through customer service. Innovation operates efficiency and brand reputation rather than solely on price. Using Porter's generic strategic framework, people leasing primarily follows a differentiation strategy. Rather than attempting to become the lowest cost provider, the company differentiates itself through superior customer experience, has a strong brand reputation, digital innovation, wide product portfolio, sustainability initiatives, financial inclusion programs, and strong governance. Furthermore, continuous investment in technology, ESG initiatives, and stakeholder engagement creates additional value that companies may find it difficult to replicate. Going on, if you look at uh, the time scope and diversification, we will be able to find out that the aspect of business strategy is not understanding only what strategy and organization chooses, but also when executes strategic initiatives and how broadly this these initiatives are implemented. People leasing has demonstrated proactive strategic timing rather than waiting for economic condition to fully recover. The company accelerated lending activities, strengthened deposit mobilization, expanded green financing, and continued investing in digital transformation. This action positioned the organization to capture market opportunities during Sri Lanka's economic recovery while maintaining prudent risk management. This demonstrates a related diversification strategy where new businesses complement the company's existing financial services rather than moving into unrelated industries. Such diversification strengthens cross selling opportunities, improves customer retention, and spreads business risk. Even the best strategy will fail without effective execution. People leasing appears to execute the strategy effectively through several mechanisms. Firstly, the company has established a robust corporate governance framework supported by multiple board committees responsible for everything which is there. And secondly, the company aligns its strategy with resource allocation, and thirdly, the organization continuously measures performance through financial indicators, customer satisfaction, employee development, and sustainable metrics. Overall, people leasing demonstrates that successful strategy execution depends on governance, resource alignment, organizational capability, and continuous performance evaluation rather than strategic planning alone. Leadership plays a critical role in translating strategic plans into organizational performance. The annual report indicates that people leasing promotes a culture centered on service excellence, innovation, accountability, and sustainability. The company also demonstrates a strong commitment to employee development. During the financial year, it employed 3,251 people, investing substantially in the employee salaries and benefits, providing over 82,000 training hours, and promoted 910 employees. The financial performance provides the strongest evidence of whether a company strategy is successful or not. People leasing delivered exceptional financial results during 25-26. The gross income has increased significantly to 43.99 billion, while the net interest income reached rupees 21.11 billion. More importantly, profit after tax increased to 5.8 rupees billion. I beg your pardon, rupees 5.8 billion, representing approximately 41% growth compared to the previous year. This substantial improvement indicates that the company's growth strategy translated directly into improvement profitability. The balance sheet also strengthened considerably. The total asset, if you can see, which was discussed earlier, has been increased to 321.23 billion. Similarly, the lending portfolio expanded to approximately 275.74 billion, and the deposits increased by 164.45 billion. Beyond financial performance, the company strengthened its ESG performance. Green finance disbursement increased significantly. Digital transactions exceeded 1.4 million. Customer numbers continue to grow, and investment in employee development remains substantial. These outcomes indicate that people leasing is successfully and balancing financial performance with long-term sustainability objectives. Overall, the financial results strongly support the conclusion that the company's strategic initiatives have been executed successfully. In conclusion, People Leasing Finance PLC demonstrates a well-formulated and effectively executed business strategy. Its vision and mission provides a clear strategic direction, while investment in digital transformation, sustainability, governance, and customer relationships have strengthened its competitive position. The company's financial performance confirms that these strategies are generating tangible results through improved profitability, strong asset growth, and enhanced shareholder returns. Thank you.